Good morning, guys. It is February 1st. It's February 1st! And welcome to the Morning Drive, the morning show where I basically drive to work and talk and answer questions. And if I run out of questions, then I just start rambling. So let's get right to it. That is a big dog and a very little person. Wow, okay. That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? You see like a little person? I was going to say the M word, but I don't know if there's anybody who watches the show that is one. I don't want to offend them, so I'm not going to say it. And they're walking like a Great Dane. That'd be awesome. I'd want to see that. Anyway, let's get right to the comments. First comment I have here is from Blugslayer. I don't know. Blugslayer? Okay, anyway. Oh, I didn't get my answer question. I didn't get an answer to my last question. Stop driving to work so quickly. Holy cow, that's bright. Sun, natural light. Why do you do this to me? Okay, actually get moving here before I keep reading that. And we've hit terminal velocity. There we go. Okay. Two things. Oh, okay. Why not call the show Driving to Quirk? Dang, that's a really good name. I should have thought of that. Well, I've already got too many episodes now. I can't change it. Where were you on like the first episode when I could have actually changed the title to this? It's really good. I like that. And any thoughts on the new Wolfen leaks for Space Wolves? I haven't seen any of the stat leaks. Like I've seen them come out in books and pages and stuff like that, but I haven't read through them. The models themselves are gorgeous. I really like them. A lot of people at work are like, they look so dumb. Mostly Steve. I like them. I think they look really cool. I'm not a huge Space Wolf fan. Got nothing against them, just they aren't one of my top chapters. I think they look cool. They play really cool, but I don't know. Nothing about them really speaks to me on a personal level, so I'm like, I don't really care. We have a lot of them at the studio. I should probably read through them and try them at some point, but yeah, for the Wolfen models themselves, they look really cool. Stats, I don't really have any clue what they do, so I don't have a real answer to that one. Sorry, bud. I will read them, and if you ask this question again in like a day or two, I'll probably have a better answer. But yeah, right now I haven't read any of the stats, so I don't know. Next question I have is from CJ Phoenix. How did you find your first big screen part in Dave's movie? Is he looking to make any more? And if so, will you be gunning for a top part? I actually had a lot of fun filming it. At the beginning, you're gonna hear a little bit of behind the scenes here. At the beginning, I kind of was like, I'm not sure if I really want to do this, and we had to put like prosthetics on and all this stuff. And I was like, this is unpleasant. This is not fun, because I had like all this glue all over my face that just was not. It was no bueno. It just did not want to come off. It was like I needed alcohol to get it off, and then my face stunk like alcohol. And alcohol smell on you, like rubbing alcohol does not come off easily. So yeah, it at the beginning wasn't very pleasant. I was reading through the script and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And Dave was like, you just need to talk with an accent. And I'm like, I don't do accents, but okay. So he like coached me through it, and the entire time I'm like, this is not gonna end well. This is gonna be bad. Dave's gonna hate me. I'm gonna get fired because I can't do this accent. On and on and on. Then it came to the time when we actually had to start filming it, and me in full costume and doing the accent was actually a lot of fun, and I very much enjoyed it. And then I got to see a couple clips of like the end result with editing and audio and all the effects and everything that got put into it, and I was like, wow, this actually turned out really, really well. Okay, well, if that's how it is, I guess I can't really complain, because it looks really, really cool. So yeah, it started out with me being like, no, I don't want to do it, kicking and screaming, and then at the end of it, I was just like, I actually very much enjoyed that. That was fun. I do think he's going to be looking at doing another one. I think we're filming it in August. I don't know. It's a long ways away, because I think he wants a different season, like warmer, because we had filmed it in like November. So we're outside It's freezing cold, and it was raining, and it was unpleasant at times, and I'm wearing a silicone mask, so it was just even worse, and then I'm sweating inside it, and the sweat's freezing inside the mask. So yeah, I would rather do this in warmer weather, personally anyway. I don't know why the white balance is so off, because I'm in a shadow right now, so my face is just like glowing white, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with that, and he is definitely looking at making another one. I'm not going to be gunning for a top part, because I don't know. There's actually a lot of people now who, after he's done the first one, want to help out with this next one, so he's got a lot of volunteers coming in who are going to play a lot of different roles, so it's going to have a much bigger cast. I don't think he's going to need me in a bigger role, so I'm not gonna be like, no, I don't want to be random guy in the background number 7. I want to be like the main villain again. But yeah, I'm not picky. I don't really care where I end up as long as I'm in it. It'll be fun. So next question I have is from hang on, big turn. Yeah, actually I have 3 questions left, and I can definitely get through them on this drive, but I have something I do want to pause and talk about. Nothing like major bad or important or anything like that, just something that came up at work, and I'm like, that's something that would be really interesting to talk about and maybe start a discussion. And it is the conversation between for painters. And it's basically, what's the difference between being a professional and being a commission painter? Now, my understanding of the two is that being a commission painter means that you already have a full-time job or a part-time job, something that can support your life, but you want to do the commissions on the side to kind of give you some extra spending money you can use for your hobby, or just extra spending money in general. So you'll do the odd painting job here and there, whereas a professional painter does it for a living. Now, here's the confusing part for me. If you take a company like Blue Table Painting, for example, they are a company built around commission painting. So would you consider them commission painters, or would you consider them professional painters? They go off the term like commissions, and they'll like quote you and everything like that for a commission job, but they are in itself a professional painting company. So what would you consider that? Would you just say that they're professional painters that do commissions, or do you say they're a bunch of commission painters that just get so much in it they can do it for a living? How would that be the breaking point in that comparison there? And then on top of all of that, how does a commission painter suddenly go from being a commission painter to a professional painter? At what point do they get so many commissions that they're like, you know what, I'm no longer a commission painter, I'm a professional painter. I paint miniatures for a living because I don't need any other jobs. I can paint models. Like, you take Lee, for example. Lee is not a commission painter. He's a professional painter. He doesn't do one-off jobs here and there. He literally comes in and paints. It doesn't matter if it's one model or an entire army. He'll every morning he comes in, he sits down with a project, and he paints it. So he's not technically a commission painter, because we don't give him commission jobs. We don't pay him per job, but we pay him on an hourly wage to paint these miniatures, and he does a fantastic job. So maybe it's just like the payment type. Like, if you're a professional painter, then you just get paid an hourly wage no matter how many or little models you get done in that time frame, whereas a commission painter gets paid per model or army or whatever project being done. So I don't know, just something that came up at work, and I was like, that'd be interesting to kind of talk about. And then the other thing is, I'm really curious to see if there's anybody who's actually gone from being like, I do commission painting as a little thing on the side to make a bit of extra money, to the point where now it's almost like Blue Table Painting or Den of Imagination or the Cold Table Painting, or any people like that who actually are now full-on commission studios. So they don't really, they no longer are a individual working on commissions that they've gotten themselves. They are a studio, and they are a painter for said studio. So the studio gets the commissions, but they are a professional painter on the side. It's so confusing. So yeah, that's my little 5-second rant where I'm just like, I don't know the difference, and I can't find the definitive line between the two. So anyway, back to comments. Next one I have here is from Axis762. Hey Quirk, I was surprised to find out that you're 6 feet tall. Yeah, I'm 6 foot. I guess with Quirk in a box and in the cupboard, I thought you were a little shorter. Who is the shortest employee there? I don't know if this has already been asked. What is your greatest video game accomplishments? Okay. There are 2 different questions there, so I will answer both of them. Shortest guy in the office? It's actually like the shortest guy in the office is probably Rob at 6'10" or probably 5'10", 6'10". He's the shortest guy and he's a giant. No, at 5'10", Rob is the shortest. Out of all like the content producers and guys you see on camera very like frequently, I'm the shortest. Everybody in the office is taller than me, and I'm 6 feet tall. I work with a bunch of giants. So, and my greatest video game accomplishment. I've been playing video games for a long time. I actually went and did it professionally for a little while for like Major League Gaming tournaments and stuff like that. I was playing Call of Duty 2. So it was just Modern Warfare. Yeah, it was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I played that professionally for a little while. Won a few tournaments here and there. It was kind of fun. Didn't make crazy amounts of money. Like, yeah, I got paid to play the game, but at the same time, it wasn't like enough money that I could live off of. It was like, oh, here's a nice little extra bit of cash that will survive a month. So I won some swag. I won some gear. I have the Gunner glasses, the yellow ones for video gaming. They're MLG logo stamped on the side. I got that from going to a tournament. So one would think that was my greatest achievement, would be just going to tournaments and doing that, but that's not it. I think the greatest achievement that I have for video games would have to be I don't know. I don't think I have one. I need to strive for one. If it comes to like getting achievements on the Xbox, probably one of like the really difficult achievements that I got was getting 1,000 points in Modern Warfare 3. So I got all the achievements you can get in Modern Warfare, which means that I did I got Mile High Club achievement, which means that you beat the very last bonus mission, where it's like you have a minute to beat the mission, but you have to go through like 2 levels of a plane, and the plane's crashing and like parts are getting blown out of it, and at the very end you have to save the girl, and you get a minute to do it, or otherwise she gets killed. I did that one, and that took a couple tries. Well, that is my greatest achievement, was beating that stupid mission. That and being able to do Through Fire and the Flames on hard for Guitar Hero. Cannot do it on anything higher. I can do it on hard. Difficult, sorry. I can do it on difficult. So yeah, those are my achievements. Danny Danger. Took my first steps today and oh wow, let me try that one again. Took my first steps into X-Wing today with the core set and the Imperial Aces set. Good choice on the Imperial Aces. That's actually very good. Looking forward to getting my first game in this week. That's actually awesome. I would actually like to know how your first game went. So leave a comment after your first game. I will announce how it went, whether win or loss. Let us know, because X-Wing's awesome, and so is the Imperial Aces. Because who doesn't just absolutely love Sunterfeld or Turfiner? I don't remember his name. Okay, Marcio M. Despot. Good morning. My question today is, when did you realize you have inchovision? That sounds terrible. That almost sounds dirty. That freaky ability to measure distances, as seen in the reroll episode, did it help a lot in War Machine? That's actually where I figured out how to do it, was playing War Machine, just because you can't pre-measure in that game. So it was a lot of me going, okay, I'm pretty sure that's 12 inches, and being able to eyeball like where 12 inches is, and then being able to kind of differentiate, well, that seems a little bit larger, but not quite as large as 14, so that must be 13 inches or 12 and a half, and just over time you kind of figure it out. I actually whiffed really bad on that the other day. Steve and Lee were playing a game of 30K just to kind of test out some Night Lord stuff, and they had something deep striking in it. It scattered 8 inches, and someone went, "Oh, this is 8 inches, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's." Or he's like, "Is this in range?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's about 8 inches." And they measured it. It was 13. They're like, "What happened?" I was like, "I don't even know. Wow, I failed really bad there." But yeah, it definitely comes in handy when like you're trying to film and stuff like that. You can be like, "Okay, well, this like Rhino's gonna move up 6 and then 6 again and pivot, like being able to measure those distances and being able to just kind of, without showing your opponent what you're measuring, also is fun, because like in the Path to Glory campaign, I'll be eyeballing charge distances and being like, okay, I get charged there and I get charged there, and that'd be about that's about an 8-inch charge. And I won't say any of this, I'm just looking at the board, and it just drives Dave insane, because he likes to see what people are thinking. So he likes to see like the tape measure going down, and you checking the distances and checking the ranges, and I'm just looking at the table. I haven't taken my tape measure out at any point. He's like, what you doing? I was like, I'm just planning. He's like, don't you need to measure? I was like, nope. He's like, okay, so what are you gonna do? I was like, I don't know yet, but let's start moving these guys. He's like, oh, okay, what's going on? So, it's really fun to mess with Dave. It's incredibly fun to mess with Steve. It drives Steve insane when he doesn't see the tape measure out and you checking ranges, because he's like, what are you thinking? I need to know everything all the time. So, but yeah, that's it for comments. So I'm just gonna start ranting about something. I don't know what yet. I'm gonna come up with something. So first off, thank you guys so much for actually watching the first ever episode of Saturday Morning Gaming. I had some fun filming it, even though the lag was getting me killed. I am going to apologize right now for the lag, because it turns out you can't actually play a game that's in beta or alpha. I'm not sure which one it is still. I think it's still in alpha. But you can't play it while streaming on an internet connection that's currently trying to upload stuff to YouTube. Otherwise you get the result, which was that video, because it was lagging hard, and I was playing with that lag. So when you see my camera, like my gun just like woo over there, that wasn't me being like, I'm really bad at this game, let's just start looking all over the place. That was lag. I'd like move the mouse just a little bit and it would clip and it'd be like tick 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 tick. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I just looked the completely opposite way I wanted to, and now I'm dead. So I had fun filming it. I am definitely going to need a little bit more practice with the gaming and talking portion, but that I'm sure will come with time. I did get a message actually from somebody asking if I would be or if I'm going to start streaming Xbox, and I will. I'm going to. That's probably going to be this Saturday. The reason I didn't was because this Saturday we actually had guests coming in, so I had to kind of film it and then go play with guests. So I was doing that. It's very rare that we get guests on Saturday. It just happened to be bad timing on that part, but that's what ended up happening there. So I need a drink. I've been talking for almost 20 minutes now. I haven't had anything to drink. Oh, that sweet, sweet sound of a can opening. Yes. Oh, that's good. So, there we go. Good times. Good times. I am at some point in time going to try and figure out how to hook up my Xbox to a computer so I can stream from there. I can stream. This is the thing I'm trying not to do, is I'm trying not to spread myself too thin with everything, because then I don't want you guys to have to be like, oh, if I want to watch this like Saturday morning recording live game thing, I have to go to Twitch. Why can't I just go to YouTube? Or I have to see that there's these new posts coming out, so I have to be on like his Facebook page and on Twitter. Like, this is ridiculous. So I'm trying really hard not to spread myself too thin here, so that you guys don't have to be like, oh, I'm liking everything that he's doing, because it's all pretty much going to be the same thing regardless. I'm just trying to appeal to the people that don't have Facebook but have Twitter, or spend more time on Twitter. But I don't want it to be like, oh, you guys want to watch like me film a game? Well, then you have to go on Twitch and sign up for a Twitch account, which I'm sure most of you have. But at the same time, it's kind of a pain when I know you already have YouTube accounts. So what I'm looking to do is get myself a new computer, because I have my computer at work, and it is not. It's not, at one point, it was the top of the line gaming computer. It's a Asus GV7500 or something like that. It can play games in 3D. It's a gimmick. It's stupid. So, but I need to get a better computer if I want to actually stream and record that and get a capture card, which would cost some money. So I'm going to actually have to wait a little bit so that I can actually save up for it. So in the meantime, what I'm planning on doing is actually recording it on Twitch, archiving it on Twitch, and then taking it from Twitch, editing it, and and putting it on YouTube for you guys. So if you do want to catch the actual recording of it, there's, I think the Twitch account is MWG Quirk. So that's it on Twitch, if you want it. But in the meantime, that's pretty much what I'm going to have to do, is actually record it and then transfer it and edit it and put it up for you guys. So anyway, that was my semi-pseudo rant for the day, where it's just me explaining kind of what I'm planning on doing for future episodes of Saturday Morning Gaming. Anyway, I'm at work, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. As always, leave your comments below and I will do the best I can to answer them all in a timely manner before I get to work. It took 20 minutes. I'm looking at a little camera. It's right there. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share, comment, do all that fun stuff. If you want to see more videos, including me and the other guys at Mini Wargaming, go to miniwargaming.com, and I will see you all tomorrow.